Alright, hey guys, and welcome to the Igloo. I haven't posted in a while because I've been working my butt off. I've been doing a few different things right now, and literally, we got a house. So, that's something that we really love, and I'm going to show you around with just whooping the camera and be like, whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, we're not done yet. What is it? Yeah, we just closed like last Monday, not coming up. So whenever I post this video, it was on Poonam's birthday, which was August 9th. And yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. So we have a garage. We're gonna shove you in here. So we got Frosty charging outside. I gotta do some work in here. I'm gonna like run the line this way and then down so that I can use the charger like over there. And then we're gonna work on over here because going from a 700 square feet apartment to like this is pretty insane. So we got a pool table. Don't mind the lighting, okay? We got the washer and stuff drying, and yeah, I've been doing a little bit of work so far. I'm doing things that can add insulation value, and it's called the Interfit standard. It'll be like shown in the comments, or I'll have it pinned. Where what it does is that it improves the envelope of the house to almost passive house standard, and because of that, like I would be able to save a lot on energy. The other thing that I'm getting, I'll have it up here, is it's called a Rheem heat pump. If I improve the envelope of the house on top of this, it'd be pretty good. So I'm gonna just go outside real quick and I'll show you. I just did this. Now this is old. So I'm like, So I just did that. I gotta clean that up in a little bit. But this is like as old as the house. This house was originally from 2003, so most likely that's going to get replaced, but I want to save energy for right now. There's a product that's called Blue Box from HVAC. That's an HVAC company, sorry. And so what they do is they have an enzyme, all right, that can clean your actual condenser that's outside. So when you're doing that and cleaning it, like it gets all that biofilm off, because normally typically we'd be replacing our HVAC systems because they're getting old and they can't produce. Now normally you design your HVAC system to be 40% more than what it can actually be for the life of the product, but now I can be able to use it. Now they have a product that's coming out August 9th. I'm on their email list because I actually talked to them and I was just like, you know what, I'm going to email them. I'm going to see how that goes. Don't mind the sound. I'm just doing a lot of stuff. So instead of the other thing, so also on the screen, I will not have the wall connector for Tesla, but I will be having this, which is a 1450 NEMA plug. And I'll be setting that up. I'll probably do another video or something like that. But I can finally get back to doing stuff so that I can be like, it was just being very stressful looking for a house. Almost every single day I was running, looking for houses, being in bidding wars. Thank God we did not overpay for this house too much. And I was just like, oh, okay, that's fine. I'm just so glad we're able to get into a house. So we have 3 stories in this house. And we're going to be talking about a few different things on different stories to kind of like explain like my video process that I'll be having. I just have this on my phone right now. So going up to the second story, well, first story, because the first story is the basement. I don't know. That's just how it was done. Don't question me. So I just put a nest up. Was able to do it. We still have to paint everything. The colors are ugly. Again, it's our first house. We'll be doing other things like over here for our kitchen. I don't mind the mess. I'm still going to be in construction mode for a while. Like I want to have quartz countertop because it's one of the more renewable kind of like countertops that you can actually have. And then this I want to be able to paint royal blue, but I can't really paint it because of latex paint. So because I'm allergic to latex, and then we want to be able to get like IKEA handles. They're like gold right here, so that'll be like really nice when we do see it. And I just changed out the filter for this. I don't really know what I'm going to do with the appliances. They work, so I'm not worried about it right now because, again, they work. We really don't mind. I've been having a lot of family that's been helping out and getting stuff done. Like this room, this is the den, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet. But for the windows, this is sorry, the lighting. It's being the windows, they're going to be having something called a ceramic coating, and I'm going to be putting that on top of it. So the barriers didn't break just yet. Don't want to get like triple pane argon or Krypton windows just yet because they are expensive, and I'm doing all the work. So it's going to be a nightmare learning all this and then going from there. Now with the plug, the 1450 NEMA, that's something that I kind of know what I'm doing because I've done work before, and I've had Nissan Leaf, and I had a wall connector outside, and I worked together with my dad when he was still alive. So I know the gist of that, but it would just be in the garage. So it's inside conduit, so it's not really that hard. But for the windows is going to be like a tint job, pretty much. And you have to make sure that the surface is like super clean with soft water, I think. I would have to do research again on how I would actually apply for it. And then what I would do is I put it on, and just like with like how your car works, where it keeps out ultraviolet light with putting that reflective surface that's in the front of your windshield, same purpose applies with the windows, except for it can be ceramic, it could be clear, it could have one-sided that's like reflective. There's like different levels, kind of like on how tint has different levels of like opacity. So there's that too. So that's on how it is. Now this fixture, I actually like this. This is like really good looking, and I'd probably be keeping this. But that looks terrible. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do, and then I would like to have kind of like the island quartz countertop, something like that, so that it could be pretty good looking. And then with that, it's just like, it just looks so bad. I don't know what I'm going to do with this just yet, but that's the idea. This looks nice. This looks nice. So these are like 40-watt bulbs, but Poonam wants them to be a little bit brighter. Again, don't mind the mess. That's just a table from our last apartment. And then going to the living room. Now, I don't know why that there's no recessed lighting in here. Just none. I don't know why. So I'm gonna have to do recessed lighting in here so it looks nice, and I'm probably gonna have a dimmer switch hooked up to it and stuff like that. So again, that's just another thing that I'm going to be on with fixing up to become I know I can't get Enerfit certified because I can't insulate the walls, because we have like a townhouse, so it's called a PUD, and it is and it isn't a townhouse, but I just say for simplicity reasons that it is a townhouse, and our HOA is only like $50, so it's really nice, like compared to a lot of other places. Now, so what we have here, I'm gonna put it in here. This is called a radiant barrier. It's a double-sided radiant barrier that's perforated. So that what it's going to do is that it's going to go on the joists that are on, rafters that are on the roof that's supporting the actual shingle work and the plywood that's holding up so that you don't get water in it. So what that is going to do is going to keep out the ultraviolet as well. Same thing like I said about earlier with the car and the ceramic. And it'd be able to keep the attic a little bit cooler. So normally we're going through a heat wave, so it feels like temperature is like 105, but it's going to be like 96 today. So because it's getting ever and ever hotter each year, even for being in New Jersey, what I'm going to do is doing things that reciprocate to be colder. And there are studies that are out there. I'll probably make a video of this whenever I get my computer on over here because that's a thing. Uh, it's just a lot of work. But then I would need to do some resealements. I do know that our front two bedrooms, so they are small, but we are using them so that we wouldn't have to rent anymore because renting sucks. And they were going to raise our rents like another like $214. So we were like, no, it's time to move. And now we got like, including the garage and basement. Now in New Jersey, they don't zone the basement for square footage. So including that, it's like 2,200 square feet, something like that. I don't know. It's in the paperwork. So then this is like going to be our guest bedroom. We're just going to move our bed in here because, yeah, we'll show you what that room looks like in a second. Even though I kind of like leaned into it. So yeah, these windows blinds suck. So we're probably going to have to change the blinds as well as the seals that are around the windows. They're starting to crack as well as the seals itself. So I know these windows, but these are northeast facing windows. So I am going to not need it as much in the summertime, but the wintertime, yeah, I'm going to need it. And then this is going to be Poonam's office. This is slightly smaller. Maybe we can fit like a full-size bed or something like that. And then like this closet, like we just had the air mattress at the bottom with like a paint can to match the palette. Now, they were nice enough to leave like paints and stuff so that we're able to like go to like Home Depot, Lowe's, or some other paint shop so we can just like throw it on and be like, hey, I need you to match this color the best that you can. It's like, no, maybe. I don't know. So, this is purple. This is the master bedroom. This is going to be one of the rooms that we're going to paint. Oh, I can't paint because of the latex, but like, it needs to get painted. Like, I just did the electrical work to change out some of the plugs because they were bad. I don't know why, but I was just testing them. I just plugged it in to see if they were working because that's one thing that you should do is test all your plugs to see if they work so you don't have to be like, shit. And I drew up a diagram and stuff like that, but that's like downstairs. And one other thing is when it does come down to it, when I'm not doing energy saving stuff, is the bathroom. Now this is the master bathroom. I like what they did to the toilet. I'm probably going to have to fix that because you can see like right here, it's like peeling off. So it's like, well, I didn't know that. And then the shower, it's like it has a buildup of calcium and lime. So we're probably going to clean it with like CLR and like really deep clean. But I'm probably going to change the shower head anyway. Didn't get to that yet. I've been using the other shower, the shower in the main hallway. And then the walking, like this needs to get repainted. It just looks like they just threw shit in here and I got to do this because the soil settled like more. That's why there's more cracking along at the top of this because we're kind of like on a hill and kind of not. So it's hard to explain. But and the only other thing is that this area in the back is like one of the ways to get up onto the roof. So I got to put a layer of shingles down because the roof is still fine, but in order for me to get solar panels, like I need to put another layer on the roof because there's only like one layer on the roof. You can have two, but I want to be able to do it when I am able to. So probably this fall, I think I'll be able to do like the roof work and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just been a lot. I think it's been like the last week now, 5 days that I've been like cleaning. My littlest brother's coming on over here today. He's going to be helping me move the bed and Poonam's desk, and then my desk maybe. I don't know on how much time he has or when I'll have to return like the U-Haul from, well, not U-Haul, but a box truck from Home Depot or maybe the U-Haul if I can get it last minute. I don't know. Whatever is available first. And then, yeah, yesterday it was her mom, my mom, and my other brother Kyle that were helping out a lot with the house. Like it was a lot of work. I mean, we were just moving boxes, doing laundry. I got so tired of doing laundry at my old place because we had to use a card and we had to pay. Now we have a washer and dryer, which is great. Like, I missed having a washer and dryer. Like, I really did. So maybe I might be getting a heat pump ventless one so that I can pump the cold air in, because it's not getting colder anytime soon in the United States. Like, we might have more extreme weather because of global warming and stuff like that. But if I can keep the heat inside, because you have to think of it this way, all that you're venting out into like the environment is not going to be helping your bill. So with a heat pump dryer, what it does, even though you have to do a little bit more cleaning to it and a little bit more maintenance, is that all that cold air is coming into your place. So when you're getting your clothes dried, because it keeps all the stuff dry, and then it condenses into a condenser at the bottom, and then it pumps cold air into your place that is dehumidified as well. So, like, yeah, it's like really useful. And then the same thing with the hot water heat pump. It's going to be doing three factors. It's going to be heating your water, it's going to be dehumidifying your air, and it's going to be pumping cold air into your utility closet or utility area or whatever. So that's why I chose those things. And it might be different in your state or country or something like that when it comes to your area. Where I'm at, I'm able to have a rebate of $750 from our electric company. And then there's another $300 that is from a tax credit that you get for a federal in our state. There's nothing statewide that's for that, but again, the electric company is giving you a rebate when you fill out the form. You have to do it within a certain amount of period of getting it, so that you do it through snail mail. It's annoying. It's annoying, but again, it's money that you'd be able to do. And then at the end of the day, with all the rebates and stuff, yes, you are using electricity instead of gas when it comes to heating your water, but it runs so cheaply. Like, it's almost price comparable right now, because gas prices are going to keep going up because this whole world is going to be going electrified, and the only ways that you can be able to do it yourself pretty good is to like have solar battery backup and then save on electricity. Now it could be different in your area, but this is what I designed as my envelope that would save me the most amount of money, is to do as much heat insulation as possible so that it can save me as much amount of money for heating and cooling, because most of your heating and cooling is your bills, like anywhere from 50 to like 60% of it, especially because it's getting hotter. So why not make it better, the best that you can, so that you can spend as little amount of money as possible. Now, like that radiant barrier back there, that was $88. You can order it on Amazon. You can order it anywhere, really. Perforated, double-sided works pretty good. If you want to have like a little bit of R value, there's some ones that are at like Home Depot and Lowe's that have like bubble wrap in between. So there's that too. And then you might not need a heat pump water heater. You might just need gas, depending on how cheap your gas is. But ours is going up here in Jersey, so I made the decision consciously, and I looked at like a 5-year projection for what it could be in the next 5 to 10 years. I mean, I looked it up on how it would be based on inflation too, and then like that's why I would also want to get like Tesla solar. And even though it wouldn't be much, because I only have 250 square feet that's facing southwest, So I have, yeah, about 250 square feet facing southwest. So it'd be enough for their base model product, which is a 4 kilowatt array. But again, Tesla sells their battery pack with the whole thing, because you can't buy solar just without the battery pack. And with prices going to be going up almost all over, you might as well become a producer. Now, initially, what I'm going to do is I'm only going to have like one Powerwall. I do plan to expand that to have two, not only because I have the Tesla so that I am charging, I have a Model 3, but also the fact that if I do have a power outage or something, that I can just run basic appliances and be able to do like basic things so that I don't lose everything. And then like most emergency scenario, that I'd be able to I'd be able to at least hook up a heater so it doesn't become like Texas, because our winters get cold. And then in the summertime, I can at least have a 1 kilowatt like thing, or keep in the basement, or because I have such a better envelope that I'm doing, that it could be more efficient in order for me to not deal with all this extra stuff. So it's all depending on how heavily wrapped the house gets, and then if I need to have like a vent, no, it wouldn't be a ventilator. What is it called? A air transfer case system, where I would get air from the outside. It's an air handler, and it would bring air from the outside and then put stale air on and take it out of the house so that there's a circulation of air, because there's not much of an envelope to escape and then to extrapolate. So the other thing, again, dehumidifier, so that it makes your air conditioner work less, because that's partial of what your air conditioner does, is to dehumidify the air. That's why you have a drainage line and a bunch of stuff for the people that aren't educated. Now, I can be going on and on about what I'm doing, but I'll probably do like a video per of what I'm going to do, because most of this is going to be like DIY, so that I can be able to actually be able to improve like what I'm doing. So if you guys like that kind of stuff, and if you guys want to see that, leave a like, leave a comment. Have a good one.